Hi there, Jonathan here again from COHO. And in this video clip, I'm going to be showing you how to create settlements. In the previous video, I gave the use case of a managing agent setting up all of their different financial items, whether that be client money, income, expense, all that stuff. So do have a watch of that if you've not done so already. But we're working on the basis that that has now been done. And settlements are only relevant for managed properties. You wouldn't create a settlement for a rent-to-rent or an owned property. But in the case of a managing agent, you would be doing this, whether that would be on a monthly, a quarterly, or an annual basis, depending on what your structure is as a business. So to do a settlement statement, you'd click on Finances. You'd then go down to the settlement area here. We need to decide who we want to settle for, and this is driven by the landlord or the owner. We're going to view this. There's currently no settlement set up for Helen Turner, who's the owner of 36 Bath Parade. So we're going to create a settlement by clicking the blue Create Settlement button. We want this to run from the 1st of November until today. And we're going to do the settlement date as being today as well. So we now have two options. We can settle for both or for organisation only. Because it's driven by Helen Turner as the landlord, it does automatically pull in any financial items linked to Helen. So if Helen has a multitude of properties that you manage, all of those will be pulled in at this stage. If you want to settle for just a specific property, all you need to do is just make sure that the only ticks that are in are against that property. But for now, we're going to settle across her entire portfolio. So you see here, we've got a collection of things. We've got rent, we've got management fees, we've got some of the additional fees that we raised earlier in terms of financial items. You've then got these two options. The total client amount is only £37.30. Organisation amount, which is your money, is £454.70. The client amount money in this example is quite low because there's quite a number of additional financial items added during this period. And as I showed in the previous video, those could have been ones that the landlord was directly responsible for, or you're making a markup on. But the settlement I'm about to produce will show the exact breakdown of what that looks like. So we're going to click Save here. And that now gives us a couple of options. That creates a draft settlement for us. We've got organisation, we've got client, and we've got supplier. So to view the breakdown, you just click this little icon here and download the statement. And that shows you all of your management fees. So those are management fees that you charged on rent collection, but also, for example, this management fee on the new doorbell and the rubbish removal. So you've got a total amount due across these two properties for £454.70. If we now do the same for the client money, we click onto that and download the statement, and we'll see here a breakdown. So we've got the management fee that was taken on the 1st of the 2nd, 23, of £45.50. We've then got all these different management fees that we are due to charge. We've got the new door, we've got the management fee against the rent for August, we've got the plumbing fee, management fee, and as well as the rubbish removal fee as well. That leaves a total amount due to that landlord of £37.30. As a final section, we now have the suppliers area. So this shows what is due to Snappy, who is the supplier that we added to the items earlier. If we look at that, we just see that it's £180 for rubbish removal. If we're happy with that, and if we feel that that lines up with what we'd expected, all we need to do is click Save there and save the settlement. That now moves it out of draft format and indicates that we're happy with it. But what we've still not done is we've still not marked as whether or not we have received our money as an organisation and whether we've paid out and settled with our landlord. So to do that, you just click on the area here, you open it up, and we're going to say this has been set as being paid. We'll do the same again for client money, set as being paid. And that then gives us a fully up-to-date current statement, and we can just hit the Publish button. Now, what the Publish button does is that will publish this statement to the landlord portal. So when we set up a landlord, they have access and they have an area where you can publish things like maintenance issues and settlements. And this will publish this settlement status directly to that area by just clicking yes. And that is that done. So if we ever want access to that statement, it's there, it's saved. We can then create settlements for new periods. You'll see against Helen here that her last settlement date was on the 22nd of February. So again, depending on how often you do it, you can use that as a visual prompt against doing that. So that is the creating of settlements. Again, only relevant if you're a managing agent, but I really hope you found it useful. As always, any questions you have, just let us know.